Okay, this is behind enemy lines. We're going to be doing, hopefully, 100% stealthily. We will be taking out some people at the house and maybe one person in that little industrial building on the way. But we will be clearing all of the bridge. We will be clearing... sometimes there's 15 people, sometimes there's 17 people. It depends on how two of them move. As to whether or not we will even encounter them. Most likely we will. Check the description for timestamps. We'll be getting the collectible, and when we get the collectible, I will also sort of explain a little bit about where you can see campaign loadout, Charlie, Delta, Alpha, Charlie, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. We'll talk about how you can change your loadout at a workbench and that kind of thing. And I don't know, here we go. Here we go.
Okay, chaps. Tight formation. Straight and level. Let's get this done and go home. Frank! Much heavier than expected. Forward! Forward on forward! We're going abort! That flak's thick enough to walk on. We've got fuel for another run, but Orca's gonna have to take care of those cannons.
Take out that dam, and it'll cripple a whole lot of Nazi schemes around here. That bridge should give me a better look at the defences. Taking out those flak batteries on the dam is a top priority, and I need to find a way to build up the pressure behind the dam, so we make the biggest mess possible when those Lancasters hit their target. If the Germans have any sense, there'll be enemy snipers on ahead. Got a clear shot on the controls next to those overflow pipes. Hit those, and the water pressure behind the dam is going to start building quick as anything.
You so do not need to throw him off, but, you know, I like to. Okay, the next one we're going to get is up here, because you see the radio waves at the top going crazy? That's a sound mask. That's the water masking a lot of our noise. It's supposed to mask all of it, but when this guy stands up here, he can hear you shoot over there. So we're actually going to get rid of him. So that he doesn't hear us. Now, if you want to shoot any of the people on this line, you're going to want to do it before you close the water tank things. Because they will be able to hear you because your sound mask will be gone. So we got these three. So now when this guy shows up. Okay, so this water is masking our sound. This water that we're supposed to shut off is keeping people from hearing our shots. So we want to do that part after we're sort of like done here. Start here. Come over. Now, left D-pad, right D-pad is going to change the additional height. I've been pretty successful with 400 as far as hitting him. However, I tend to hit his helmet, which you could clearly see going. So you need to be really careful. I am like 3 out of 9, like 1/3 of the time is I can get him in one shot. Other times I just hit his helmet off because he likes to hang out by the vertical posts in the framing which makes him hard to sort of see. See, this guy still went yellow. Even though we have a sound mask and they're not supposed to be able to hear any shots, he still heard us. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can't get lined up. 100 seems to be fine for this. I can get it on 100. So breathe.
That's one I dealt with.
Breathe. Or exhale, rather. So there we go. And they are back.
Both pipes sealed. Dam's gonna be fit to burst in no time.
To white. So we're okay. So all three of those are white. But you'll notice that the sound mask is gone. The radio waves are gone. That's because we shot whatever it is that we shot, and now the water's not rushing anymore.
Could be climbable. Good job they called me Spider in basic.
Okay, here's the guy we killed. He's the only one in this yard unless, like,
Enemy
someone
troops ahead.
alerts.
Dealer's choice. Loud and fast or slow and quiet. Gonna be
So we are
fewer
gonna
Nazis
tag
seen tomorrow
these.
either way.
über diese Tommy-Bomber gesagt hat, die über den Damm geflogen sind?
Hab gehört, dass die Flaks einen davon abgeschossen und den Rest vertrieben haben.
Stimmt, aber das war noch gar nicht das Interessante.
Because we picked up the crowbar, we don't have to dismantle it. Dismantling it takes longer. But you can do it without the crowbar. So here's our workbench. This is the collectible for this mission. And in here is where you can sort of build your loadouts for these campaigns. So because this is the tutorial, there's not a lot to choose from. There's 2 different rifles, 1 secondary, everything else is locked, and then 2 potential pistols that you can choose from. So on that, right now, I guess Bravo's different because I was messing with it earlier, but you can go into Bravo and you can make your changes and be like, oh, I want this weapon here and this secondary, but for Charlie, I want this, and you can do whatever you want in here. And this is where you customize as well. You can go in and change your barrels and your nozzle and your muzzle. Obviously, most things are locked during the tutorial mission, but this is how you do it. Okay, once those 2 stop talking, he is going to cycle through the house, and that guy's going to, like, hang out right there. There's one more guy that we want to tag, and he's in these ruins right here. But then we're going to get the cycling guy so he doesn't rush us when we're dealing with the left-hand guy. The only guy that might see you if you get the pathing guy in this room is the guy on the ruins. Farther ahead is the guy in grass that we will have to pay attention to as well, but only when we're farther down in the house. So you want the sight line. And then we're going to bring this guy back and throw him down the basement stairs. So that that guy doesn't like look in and see. And that guy shouldn't see just because of where we were. But then we've got this last guy. And we don't want to get rushed by the guy that passed the house. Alright, sometimes he's here working on the truck, and sometimes he's over here. So just don't come like rushing out. Change to bottle.
Ist da jemand?
Don't get him over there because the guy in the ruins can see you. You want the house between you and the guy in the ruins. Alright, you can see the guy in the ruins. Now we want him, we're going up that wall right there. You can go across the yard and up, but we're going to go this way. And in order to do it safely, he has to be on the left side of that ruins, kind of hidden by that broken wall that you can see. He's heading there now. You can see him sort of disappear. Now wait until he's fully behind the wall because he can't see out the alert meters going off. You have to wait for him to fully go behind that wall, just like that. And then you should be fine.
Flat cannon. Nothing a good old satchel charge can't topple. But the way they're set up, I reckon I might be able to make them shoot each other. Save myself a bit of bother.
Okay, just hold X on that gap and he'll, like, jump over it. Now be aware that sniper guy on the gated area, graded flooring area, that walkway, can look over here and see you. So just be careful. Now you do not have to go in here, but there's a chest in here and I wanted to show it. So we are going to take out this one guy. Him you can leave. Bolt cutters, and then we're going to break it open with the bolt cutters. So throughout like the bridge and stuff, there will be supply pouches and ammunition and stuff if you want them. That was the only reason I came in here, was for that stuff. This is a satchel charge. You can pick this up if you want, but there's a bunch of them all over the bridge, so we don't really need it. Okay, so this is the bridge that we're going to be going across. We've highlighted some of the people down this way, but we need to destroy this flak battery and that flak battery. Now, I have not found a way to do this without starting a huge firefight, without taking everybody out. So we are going to take everybody out. Sometimes we can get the guy that's up here. Okay, we've got bottles on. Now that guy will go as far as the green barrel right here, and then he turns around and goes the other way. Sometimes I get this guy first, and sometimes I get flat cannon guy first. Sometimes it just depends on like how you feel. And we might have to go get Flat Can because I don't know where he's going. I feel like he went farther than he usually does. Alright, so when he gets close to the green barrel, we're going to throw a bottle here, right when he starts to turn.
Moment mal.
And don't worry about using 2 bottles on this guy, which we might do. There's a bottle refill up by the first flat cannon. Now, I like to really, really move their bodies because they're very inconsistent in their movements, and sometimes they'll go places that you haven't seen them go before. And in order to be able to adapt to that, you just need like their bodies out of the way so that they don't alert on that. We're going to wait for him to pull out his binoculars. Now keep an eye on the guy on the street circling the truck. Sort of make sure he's not walking this direction, because I have gotten spotted up here before. Because the guy circling the truck just happened to be looking directly this way. So you want to keep that in mind. And again, fully get rid of bodies. So now, every once in a while, here he comes. There's sort of like this floater guy that's going to come all the way down, and he's going to come up here, which is why I got rid of this guy's body. Because this guy that's walked just past the red-white stripes, he is going to come up here. And I don't sit here because oftentimes he gets caught in cover position and won't round the corner fast enough. And that's the bottles thing. Also, be very cautious going onto that pipe because I have walked right past it and fallen off before. I don't understand why, but I have. He has missed it before, so don't just assume he's going to grab hold of it. Okay. Every single time this guy comes up here, he gets stuck at the top of the stairs. He gets stuck every time. So we're going to go get him instead. If you do that first and then this guy, and that guy's stuck when you do this guy, he will become unstuck. Somehow hear you take that other guy out and come running and then like try to get involved with a yellow question mark. It's another good reason to take the street guy out first, so that you don't have to worry about this guy. Okay, and if you didn't see it before, I grabbed a couple of extra bottles, so we're back to 4. This is the only bottle refill that I've seen so far in this particular... See how, like, I almost fell off because he didn't register it. There we go. Be careful on that, because I started taking it for granted, and then I finally fell off one time. Okay, wait till he turns, starts walking away. Here's another satchel charge. They're all over. There's a ton of them. And no, I did not forget to set the satchel charge. We're just going to do them both together, like, at the end. So don't worry, I didn't forget it. Alright, this guy's going to walk past, glance at me, not see me, and move on. As far as I can tell, if you're close to here, he'll see you. If you're over here, you seem to be far enough away. Okay. Flaming barrel truck is next. Now this guy moves really fast. And he may pause a little on the right hand side, but that's about it. See, there's another satchel charge. Right there. Not usually down this far, but he also doesn't usually look right that long. Now for this guy, that seemed to be okay. Alright, let's see if we can't get him next. The only reason you wouldn't be able to get this guy next is because of who I call T-shirt guy over here. Oftentimes he's sort of facing that control building, but sometimes just make sure he's facing that building and not looking this way. Okay, that guy only comes down to about here. So if you're worried, just stay on the left side if you're not sure like which way he's facing. Because if you stay on the left side, you're like, okay.
Na los, streck deinen Kopf raus.
That's the guy down there. So now we're going to whistle. And we're going to get T-shirt guy. This guy sometimes gets involved, but not really. And every time he has, it's always been sort of like it's an afterthought. It's kind of weird. So we're going to change to whistle.
Jemand seinen Kopf raus.
See? The other guy turned yellow too. So start spamming triangle. As soon as he gets there, move this guy into the corner and sit and wait. And try and get a good camera angle. God, I want to get closer to the corner. See here, it's like a weird afterthought. And then he's going to come rushing in like he's like forgot something. Spam triangle. And then he can stay there. If he doesn't follow in 4 seconds later, he'll stand out here. And as long as this guy isn't in this end of the street, you can just kill him because he stands right by this crate here. He's pretty easy to get. Either way. Alright, both control buildings, flat cannon guy. Okay, he just turned around and went the other way. I want to run so badly, but don't. Okay, so now we're going to go down to the front gated area, that gated walkway area. There's 4 people down there. There's the 3 that we tagged, and then there's 1 inside the mechanical room. So actually, we're going to go this way. I'm going to try this way. For this guy. There's this guy, a middle guy, and then a far guy, and then a guy sort of in the mechanical room, which is in the center. Another satchel charge. So now we have a sound mask again. So in theory, we could shoot him. And the others aren't supposed to hear you. But they sometimes do. So I don't recommend it unless it's like the last one left. Which is what we're going to do. We're going to shoot the last guy left. Because on the west side of this area, there's not nearly as much cover. No, 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 no. Spam, 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 spam. Okay, we're good. Got a little worried there. Probably would have been safer to come here and wait for him to do another pass. I swear I've seen him come down farther. The other guy's in the yellow double doors. You can only vaguely see an outline. He's just holding steady. He's no threat. Has never been a threat. I know I've seen this guy come to the corner. I hope I don't regret this. Regret this movement. Yeah, see. So spam triangle. Got him. So it was safer over there, but he just didn't come by that time. Now this guy has always been standing right there facing that direction every single time I've come in here. Oh, this guy for some reason is stuck on the stairs. I'll take the win. I will take this. He's not usually. Normally he's up here and there is very, very little cover. So because we have a sound mask up here, I often just snipe him because nobody hears it up there because of whatever is creating this sound mask.
I'm not seeing anything else.
Okay, we're gonna loot a few because we want some mines. I have one and one, and I like them for the final.
Submachine gun is loaded.
Not what I
Fast
wanted.
and efficient.
Alright, give me my weapon back. Okay, now we're gonna head back up. Okay, we're gonna get this other guy in the street. Hopefully he'll be in the street. If not, he'll be out on this rampart and then he'll eventually be on the street again. So make sure you tag him because they may or may not yellow with this. Okay, now we need them, at least one of them, to fully like yellow question mark and come out here. If they see you, then they'll like come out here. If you do like a bottle, they don't always come all the way out. They'll tend to stop in that section that they're in. Watch the mini map so you know kind of like where he is. Now be careful to the auto connection. Like when he does this. Because you can auto connect with this pipe here. In which case you're gonna have a bad day. Alright, everybody else is white. This is good. Get rid of this body. Like, fully get rid of it. Alright, we're gonna do it again. It's the only way I've had of clearing two of them. Now this is just a slightly different way to do it, but... a little safer. But he has to commit though. Now,
I could use this SMG.
I don't want the SMG. I just need to move it. Because I don't trust that that doesn't do something. Now, I have had these two yellow on me after getting rid of this second guy. So if you see that, be aware that I've seen that as well. I have been all the way over here, no line of sight whatsoever, and they've both yellowed and come over here before. Like, it was so weird. It was very, very weird. Alright, now, between the two on the street, the guy in the back is going to go to the rampart and he's going to stand there for like 40 seconds. Unfortunately, we are too far away to truly take advantage of that. So we're going to wait for another cycle. And this guy's really hard. And I don't do this because I've done it 3 times so far. And every time I do it, everybody who's left swarms this area and just stares that way. And then stops moving. And they stay yellow for the whole time. So it's a really good opportunity to grenade them all if you want. But that's not what I'm sort of like looking for. So now, also be aware... You see these crates right here? There's a guy back there that you can't see. So be aware of that. Don't go rushing past these crates because you'll... And this guy will not come past the sandbags, like, no matter what. No bottle has ever gotten him past the sandbags. It would make my life a lot easier if he would just come past the sandbags. But he won't. And he's really fast. This is why we need the guy on the rampart to stay out there for 45 seconds. Because he doesn't go all the way to the sandbags. So it's hard to catch up to him. Because if you stand up, he will hear you behind him. And turn around. Okay, another 45 seconds free. There's a guy up there too that has not been tagged. Usually he doesn't cause a problem. Alright, so here's this guy. Just start spamming triangle when you hit corner. When you hit the corner. Grab him. Now remember that guy, the rampart guy, paths that. So we have to move the body like all the way over here. Wait for Rampart guy? Yeah, to be like where he is. If he's coming this way down the street, he could potentially see you up here. He does have a line of sight for that. We want these for when, after we kill him. Alright, I'm not going to mess up in the very end by being impatient. So we're just going to wait until he's back on his Rampart watch. Because there's no way we would have caught up with him in a crouch. But we'll get him here. Okay. Now everybody's dead. Now, once we destroy the flak cannons, there's going to be 2 reinforcements.
Can't leave yet. Our bombers won't be able to bust that dam if I don't take out its defenses first.
They come through here, and they stop sort of like right around this area. We'll watch them from up there so you can see. And if one of them dies from the trap and the other one just gets injured, they'll like backtrack and hang out over there. So we kind of want...
Can't leave yet. Our bombers won't be able to bust that dam if I don't take out its defenses first.
Hang on. Let's do this.
Can't leave
I want
yet.
to pull them
Our
out.
bombers won't be able to bust that dam if I don't take out its defenses
Harry,
first.
shush. I know. Okay, so there's one there.
Can't leave yet. Our bombers won't be able to bust that dam if I don't take out its defenses first.
We'll try it there. Okay. Alright, now go destroy the flak cannons. Now we only need 1 satchel bomb thing. Because we're going to use 1 cannon to shoot the other. So here's a satchel charge. Pick that up. And then we're going to fire that one, so that destroyed that one. Plant satchel charge. Quick fuse is 10 seconds. Slow fuse is 30. Once that explodes, the 2 reinforcements will show up, so it depends on how much time you want.
That's the cannons dealt with. Our bombers should have a clear run at the dam now.
Okay, here comes motorcycle. 2 reinforcements on it.
That'll do it. Need to get moving before our Lanks blow this place to hell. Then I can get back to tracking down Otto Kruger. After dealing with whatever's got some local resistance in a tizzy.
All clear. Alright, we got them both. Good. Excellent. So there we go.
Looks like I've nabbed everything worth
Another
having.
mine. No grenade. Alright, this is the truck we're leaving in. And there we go. There we go.
The target! All crew, prepare for release! Clear on medic jet! Bombardier, you have control Steady! She's away! Running! 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 Impact! Detonation confirmed! All flights, this is Foxtrot Leader. Mission successful. Target destroyed.
Easy now. Let's not do anything we might regret. Carillon, I take it. My mate Morris. We need to go
You
find...
are the SOE agent?
Name's Hawker. Harry Hawker.
We have your man from Station 12. Come. Time is of the essence.
Welcome to the Resistance.